listening and watching a very special show right now. This is a simulcast on radio, Class 95, and TV on CNA. I'm Justin Ang.
And I'm Vernon. This is Muttons in the Morning on Class 95. And like you said, we are live right now with CNA's Arnold and Julie Yu.
Hey guys, this is a first time Asia First is appearing on Muttons in the Morning, and likewise Muttons in the Morning on Asia First. I like it already, so we are gathered here. That sounds very formal. Let's just say we're here to talk about a driverless future.
That's right. It's fast and furious, but make it autonomous.
Yeah, so basically imagine this, right? You know, you're driving down the road as usual, traffic is moving, and then you see a bus next to you that's signaling, and then you look at the bus and you realize there's no one behind the wheel of the bus. There's no driver, no one's hands on the steering wheel. It's just the car itself.
That's right, and that's what we've been up to for the past couple of months, of course, checking it out, this kind of technology here in Singapore and in China. We've been exploring what happens in technology that when it takes over the wheel, and I must say it's been a very eye-opening experience.
I mean, all this is stuff that you might think, okay, it's 5-10 years down the road. No, it's actually here. It's a little mind-blowing as well, and it might just change the way you think about your daily commute, because soon, very soon, one day you'll be asking the question, who's driving now?
And that's what exactly what's happening tonight at 9, a new CNA documentary, Who's Driving Now? And this will make you peek at the driver's seat the next time you see a car pass by or a bus pass by, or even when you get into a cab, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Can we trust the technology? Both of you traveled to Guangzhou and Shenzhen to experience self-driving vehicles for the very first time.
Yeah.
You're back here, so that's a very good start. But,
we did make it back.
In one piece.
I mean, very happy to hear that. But give us your first impressions. Did you feel at ease? I mean, what were the takeaways for you guys?
So the first experience we had the moment we landed was we called what we call a robotaxi, right? Again, it might sound new or alien for Singaporeans, but in China, in certain parts of China, especially in Guangzhou where we were at, it's very normal. You call a car, all of a sudden, a car shows up as you would, but when you open the door to get in, you realize there's absolutely no one in the driver's seat. And then it says, 请扣好安全带. So you put on your seatbelt, and the car starts moving by itself. The steering just goes by itself. And at that moment, you're like, oh, this is a bit out of body. This is a bit weird. But to be honest, it drives so well and so safe that within like 5 minutes, you forget that there's no one in the driver's seat. In fact, let's show you some footage right now of what happened the first time we got into a robotaxi. I thought because it's robotaxis and they have to be safe, right, that the car will go really slow.
Yes.
Right. But actually, it speeds up quite a bit.
It's traveling within the speed limits of the road itself.
Oh, did the robotaxi just horn at someone?
He got angry for someone overtaking him.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, I love this robo driver.
That's not something I thought would happen. Our robotaxi actually horned at someone. Yeah, so as you could see there, it was quite an experience because the robotaxi really behaved like a human being.
Yeah.
It actually filtered lane when someone's driving too slowly, and they might even horn at people or at other cars, and that really gave us a shock.
Okay, so I mean, this is interesting. I have a question too. So if there's no driver, how does the car actually see, especially at night when it's dark or raining? How does it know what's around it?
Well, I mean, we were there specifically for this reason to find out all about autonomous driving and how these vehicles work. And we were quite, glad to know that the amount of eyes on this car, on these robotaxis, are actually more than, any human driver could ever achieve, because you're talking about LiDAR cameras, radars, regular cameras, and they're all around the cars that help it see better at night, because, sometimes for some of us, when we drive at night, blurry vision is a thing common amongst many drivers, but not with these robotaxis.
Yeah, so they actually have this theory, right, that every robotaxi or robocar actually drives safer than any human, because a robotaxi or autonomous car does not go blind.
Yeah.
It doesn't get tired. It doesn't get sleepy. It can't get drunk. It doesn't suffer from road rage, all of which are human failures that could happen,
Human errors, yeah.
but not with a car.
Interesting, but I can still honk at you if you decided to.
Crazy,
It's
right?
angry for some strange reason, right?
Yeah, well, okay, so robo-taxis, I have to say, aren't really that rare. I mean, quite a few countries around the world are testing it out, but you guys actually tried out a few other things as well in China while you were there. What else did you get to ride in, and was there a favorite?
He did it.
Yeah, well, it really was an out-of-body experience again because, you've heard of this technology, the trialing in China called air taxis.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually got a chance to, travel in one of those. Let's watch the video and see exactly what I'm talking about.
Here we go. Oh, the propellers are running right now. Oh, there you go. We have liftoff, guys. I didn't even feel it. We're back on the ground. And we're done.
Wow. So, I mean, as you guys caught that, like it was really surreal because you get into this little bubble cabin and there's no one else but you and this machine, and it takes off from that helipad and it makes quite an interesting ride around. And, after 2 minutes, I felt that I could really get into this, and I really can't wait for this technology because it can fly for about 25 minutes, that particular aircraft that you saw me on. It can fly up to 130 kilometers per hour. So you're talking about really quick travel, and this works especially, for high-density cities where there's lots of traffic jams, but you need to get from one place to another really quickly. This would solve all those problems, isn't it?
Before you guys ask, I just want to be clear. The reason he did it and I didn't do it, not because I was scared.
No.
Right? I just want to be clear. It wasn't
Are you
because
sure
I was
about
scared. They actually said, oh, sorry, guys, there's a weight limit to this air taxi. So the heavy guy, you can't ride.
Yeah.
The smaller guy, you can go on.
You must have been offended, Justin. You must have.
Well, I'm known to be the bigger one of the two.
He was more relieved, you know what I mean? Yeah, he wasn't scared at all. No, trust me.
Yeah,
he
It looks like certainly not for the faint-hearted. I don't know. Okay, so guys, let's bring it home. We know autonomous shuttles will be rolled out to the public in Punggol in the next few months. Exciting. And you got to ride in one. I wonder, are they different from the ones you experienced in China?
So most interestingly, when we came back from China and then we went to Punggol to try the driverless shuttles, we're like, hey, it's the exact same car.
Yeah, it is.
So much
Like for
so,
like, yeah.
so much so the same car that the ones they bring into Singapore are actually left-hand drive, which is what they drive in China. But it doesn't matter because it is meant to be driverless. So it actually doesn't matter whether it's on the left-hand side or right-hand side, the steering wheel.
Yep.
But the difference is, the biggest difference is Singapore were in the beginning stages of autonomous vehicles. Therefore, unlike what you see in China and what you saw in the footage just now, like there's nobody in the car. In Singapore, for now, the driverless shuttles will have a safety driver just in case. The hands are off the wheel. They're not doing anything. They're monitoring just in case they need to take over in an emergency.
Okay, so guys, very soon I expect the Transport Ministry or the LTA to call both of you because of what you've seen and what you've done. And I'm sure you can actually give some feedback. So what do you hope to see in Singapore's autonomous mobility future?
You know, the same with any kind of new technology when it's first introduced is adoption. And, let's overcome this fear together as a nation of driverless vehicles. Because once you do that, then really the possibilities are endless, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, what we saw in China didn't just include robotaxis. They included, driverless delivery riders.
That's right.
So can you imagine your food and your parcels and all that? Also, nobody's driving. In other words, they can deliver 24 hours a day.
Yep.
You don't need your delivery rider to go to sleep, have a rest and all that. Oh, poor thing, you're thirsty. If it's a robot driving, it can just keep going and going and going. So
Stop eating at 3 a.m. in the morning, please.
yeah, so
This is why you couldn't take the air taxi.
for all those reasons and more, this whole driverless thing is the future that we all have to embrace at some point.